What's up, everybody? It is
Morning.
what, Thursday
Good
already.
morning.
Week's nearly gone. It is Thursday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta
What day
upload
is
a
it?
video today.
When you're not working, and if you don't watch it after 3 or 4 days, you forget what day it is.
I forget that every day here.
That's living the dream right there, Nettie.
I haven't known what the date is or the day of the week since I quit working. So
Look at my beautiful picture.
Oh, yeah.
Sherry made that. She drew that.
Ah,
Beautiful Christmas card.
yeah.
I love it.
Them are the best kind, right? The handmade.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, back in my tree.
So the temperature's dropping in different places, ain't it? They're giving South Alabama here, or about Birmingham South, to have bad storms. I don't know about us. I think initially they was giving it for us, but now I think they're saying no. So
I
All
even
right.
see snow
All right.
in Vegas.
movie quote right here. Right here. Come on, people.
The Goonies. The Goonies.
Oh, Nettie! Yeah!
way to go, Nettie!
That was quick.
Hey, you guys. I got that one.
Wow, I didn't expect anybody to get it that fast. That was awesome. I bet Gary didn't know.
Well, I let everybody else win. I'm
Uh-huh.
so good at that. I'm so good at
Texas
losing
Family
trivia.
Camping said he needed 3 more seconds.
Well, Nettie had a disadvantage. She didn't have to type it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there is that delay in the chat, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll give him that.
We'll give Texas Family Camping the
Oh,
tie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was
Wait a
fast.
minute. Wait a minute. I gotta find something. But hold on. Wait a minute. Let me find it.
Oh.
Okay, it's gonna take me a second. Might be more than a minute. Ah, now went too far.
All right, our Epic RV Adventure coming in the door.
Hi, Shelly and Michael.
All right. There we go. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
New
I
t-shirt
know.
on Happy Place Camping Teespring.
That's cool.
Yep. The front's got the
It has
Happy
the
Place
logo.
Camping
Yeah,
logo.
we put the logo on the back. So
logo's
it
in
is
the back.
it is still logoed,
That's
but
perfect.
that's the only thing on the front.
And it's at a great price, like $17.
$16.99. Yeah.
There you go.
Are they having any specials right now? Do you know? I haven't seen
None that I
anything.
saw when I was in there. Usually it'll pop up
Okay.
something that, and I didn't see anything. You'd have thought they would have done some kind of New Year's thing, but
I know. That's what I was thinking.
oh, will you quit whining about your thumb?
I mean, look at it. It's never going to get better.
Wow.
It's like the top layer is peeling off of it.
I don't know. What color did you end up having to get, Texas Family Camping? Like, for some reason, the 3XLTs were, like, sold out in, like, every color. Like,
Really?
that was, like, the only size missing out of a couple of the colors. So I just went in and started adding other colors. And I guess he found one that had the right size. I'm like, that's weird. It's got to be, like, the light gray. Okay, well, I'm glad I added that
Right,
one.
Texas Family Camping. We never seen blood come out of your head, so I'm still not confident that you even got injured. I showed the evidence of a thumb that had been attacked by a cordless drill. That's all I'm saying. You showed no evidence. I have blood, gore, and everything. You had nothing. Zero.
And-
Guys,
Big talk.
I got to run up to the house. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, Jared. And Gary also had a tear running down his eye.
Yeah, a tear. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
and I have photo documented the healing process. We've not got one photo of your so-called head injury.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So we had some nice days, but I don't think today's going to be one of them.
I actually got sunshine. I just realized. I think we're
Pretty
under
cold.
winter storm warning. We're supposed to get a lot of crap tonight or starting in the morning. Like a lot. I know Jerry should probably be under that winter storm warning.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we're under the warning or the watch, but the county right next to us is under a warning. So, you know.
I think it was 33 this morning. Right now it's 37. And it was 51 in the RV this morning.
Oh, that's not
Turn
too
on the
bad.
buddy heater. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I think we're in the low 60s right now.
Oh, I got my sound machine ordered and I got my fan ordered. And I went ahead and ordered through Amazon. So hopefully they deliver it when they say, because if they deliver it when they say, I'll get it around Tuesday. So we figured give or take a couple of days for bad shipping. Then hopefully we'll still have it by the end of next week, which will still be in time for us to, have it. But I looked all over the place. I wanted to just be able to like order it, pick it up from Walmart or Target or something like, God, they're $50, $60 for a stupid little box that makes sound. I'm like, really? That's retarded. So then I ended up looking on Amazon and I'm like, dude, I'm going to have to just do it this
So
way.
I got a fix for that,
We do
Billy.
it.
You can send that back. So what you do is we'll do a private live. I'll make some super sweet sounds. You can record it and play it live all night.
You know what? I
would do
already
that for
woke
my
up in the
friends.
middle of the night because I hear your voice. I don't need it playing in my ear. No.
I'm even starting to sound like Gary sometimes.
Do what now?
I start sounding like you because I start saying the same things you say.
So I wouldn't even charge you, Felix. You do so much for the show. I wouldn't even charge you. Normally I would.
Yeah.
Normally I would.
Free Gary sounds. Yay. Oh, there probably is an app for my phone, but I am not a big fan of piling a bunch of apps on my phone. So I didn't want to do that. I'm just saying.
I can't remember the name of that show,
Creepy.
but that show what is the worst annoying sound in the world?
Most annoying sound in the world, Dumb and Dumber.
Right there. Right there.
Wow. Y'all see what I
Now
have
you got
to
me
put up
on
with?
the screen,
Y'all see what I
and
have
you
to
can
put up
really
with?
use my
Y'all think
fingers.
it's just an hour and a half each day, but no.
That's just what you guys get to see.
Yeah, that's just y'all get the highlights of it.
And we clean it up and make it a little nicer for the show.
Oh man. Sometimes
Well, I
I
can
don't even,
tell you when I'm out here in the desert around people, they do hear my phone ding 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 ding.
I turn the sound off on mine.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah, but
sound
my watch
too,
does it.
because
Yeah.
the ringtone I had set for it started to drive me crazy. I'm like, okay, I can't take this anymore.
And just so everybody knows, they usually start some kind of weird off the wall chat that, you think, where did that come from? At about 2:55 each evening. I know that because that's when I pull out from the school with a busload of kids.
And his phone is between his legs. Just saying.
Yeah, but we are not always the one that starts the conversation.
Well,
Just
now they get mad at me because I'll ask
Just
a question
saying.
like at 1 o'clock.
They're like,
At
Hey,
2:55,
I'm
they'll
having
respond.
problems. Can you guys text me like 20 times so I make sure my phone's working?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll text them at like 1 o'clock while I'm drinking my coffee, getting ready to go to school. And at 2:55, all of them decide to respond to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we get this.
The facts don't lie.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as I know, not a single person asked what he was doing. That one just came up. It's like, that's a little too much information.
Well, Nettie just like this morning. Nettie texts "Good morning," which we've all done been up. Nettie gets up like about 5 minutes till lunch. Anyway, all of us have been up. We don't text because we don't want to wake nobody up, right? It's like tiptoeing through the house. So we're all doing stuff. Like we're, doing whatever we do every morning and getting ready for the show. And then about, I don't know, 20 minutes before the show, Nettie's like, "Good morning." And we're all busy. We can't respond like immediately. Nettie's like, "Are y'all asleep?" That's when she gets those comments.
Knock, knock, knock. Wake up.
Don't ask this bunch what we're doing if you don't want to know.
This is true. This is so true.
Also, don't ask this bunch for their opinion if you don't want to know the truth. So
Yeah.
You ask me my opinion, that opens up a whole big old box of stuff. Because I will tell you, you don't want to know what I think? Don't
ask.
Don't ask. That's what I say. Yeah.
And I don't sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be all, well, now. Nope. Won't do that. Yes, Gary. He knows.
Yeah, me and Phyllis has got this pretty much give and take. One of us is always giving it, and the other one has to take it because that's the way we are. We're just the truthful. You know what I'm saying? That's why she gets aggravated at me about logos. I mean, I just want what I want, and so, but the thing about it is
that wasn't the point. It's okay you wanted what you wanted. It's that you couldn't say what you wanted until like hours later. After logos,
you had to like drag it out of him.
Well,
yes. It's like, just freaking say it.
But see, this up here is like sirloin vegetable soup. Sirloin's the best part of it, but you got to filter through all the potatoes to get to the sirloin.
Whatever.
That's a good analogy right there.
It's more like mashed potatoes than potatoes. It's mashed potatoes.
Noodle soup. A lot more noodles than there is meat.
Jerry's favorite nephew's in.
Kevin.
He is.
Oh man.
I thought my name was long.
Uh-oh, Jerry, we got an echo.
Echo and a lot of scruffy sound.
From me?
Well, it started when you came back.
Yeah.
Well, he's got like 20 monitors now. in
Right.
his
Oh, yeah.
RV. You got to shut it all down. Mute them all.
Yeah. Is that better?
I think so.
Well, I don't hear an echo.
I turned the speaker
I don't
down.
hear the scruffy sound. Whatever you want to call that. You know.
I hear some squeaky noise.
I hear Darby.
Yes. Sheep always picks the best times to play with the noisiest toys.
Well,
Pretty sure she does it on purpose.
Well, I wonder where she gets that at.
We're missing some people this morning.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Shanna in here. I haven't seen.
Yeah, Shannon's here. I said hi.
Oh,
to
was
her.
Yeah,
Shanna
I said
here?
good morning. Yeah.
Okay. Who else are we met? Artist on the Road. I haven't seen her come in here.
It's pretty cold. She may be in bed still.
Who else is missing? There's people missing.
I'm going to do a surprise. Not a surprise. I'm telling y'all about it. But sometime between now and tomorrow, I'm going to do a giveaway on the community tab. So you guys keep watching the community tab. Somebody won a prize at the New Year's, and they've donated it back. So I'm going to give it away. So that's going to be through the community tab. You will have to comment to get your name in the drawing. So
I had a visitor yesterday.
you had a visitor.
This is Oscar.
Oh.
Look at him. He had a blast in the RRV. He ran from the front to the back, all over the place doing laps. He was having a
Well,
blast in here.
That took him a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so adorable.
So our little grandpuppy turns 1 today, I think. I think it's today. It might have been yesterday. 7 in dog lives, I reckon.
So Jesse said we could take I-25 out of Albuquerque and go south to 10 and across.
I think that's what my GPS was telling me to do.
The only bad thing about that for us is because we were going to stay at a specific rest area. We were going to try not to stop in New Mexico because they're all, kind of with the whole, sea thing. They're a little weird right now. They don't really want anybody there necessarily, and I kind of don't want a bunch of issues because we need to stop there. Is their rest areas even open? I don't know. I have no clue. So,
Trucks will be open.
Yeah, the truck
we're
will be
going to
open.
have to sit down and reroute all that because what we were going to do was drive as much as we could the night he got off, and then we were going to drive a long day on Thursday, which it may be a longer day than we expected if we don't want to stop in New Mexico. But then I don't know where we'll stay. I mean, I'm sure there's places, but I don't know where.
Yeah,
we'll
there's truck stops you can stay at.
once we get to Arizona. That's what because we want to get across the border. Basically, we don't want to get stuck staying in New Mexico. So,
Good morning, Ava.
B&D Craft, we should be doing a show in the morning. Yes. Dead air.
yeah.
Jerry Holly's working on his microphone setup again. Arizona Insider said Arizona awaits you.
Yeah, around this, I don't know. Kansas is a little poopy right now too, but I think New Mexico is one of the worst about almost like saying, don't come here. There was actually a commercial for Oklahoma that said, we welcome you. They are trying to get people to come visit. I thought that was hilarious. It's like, we got all this stuff you can do. Come visit. I was like, wow. I think Oklahoma needs some revenue. I know that was
Yeah, because you're going to get snowed in Oklahoma, and then you won't be able to go anywhere.
Yeah, we try to avoid Oklahoma. No offense to anybody that loves Oklahoma, but we're not big fans of driving across Oklahoma either. It's kind of a long drive, and the roads really suck. So
Good morning, Living Light RV.
Is the roads any worse, Nettie, in Oklahoma than they are in Birmingham, Alabama? And I'm reading, I asked you because you come through Birmingham. The roads in Birmingham, except for downtown where they just redone them, are horrible coming out of Birmingham north. I don't know about south, but If they're any worse than that in Oklahoma, man, you
My issue with Oklahoma is they toll the crap out of you on I-44, but
Oh,
yet they're
wow.
not tolls all over that interstate. So what are they doing with all that toll money? Because that should be fixing that road. You know, now if it was a free highway, I'd be like, well, it is what it is. But they're charging us to drive on it, and it's crap. So
there's Living Light RV in the house.
Yeah.
But yeah,
whew.
So
Yeah, the
just
roads aren't that bad. But the tows really, really does suck. There's no really ways around it unless you go rural, and we can't do that in this RV.
Yeah.
A new member, James Cantonese.
Ah, cool. Thank you, James.
Oh, yeah. Thought I was going to sneeze. Why is my nose running when I get on the show? I think I'm allergic to Gary.
Yeah, you're allergic to Gary.
I was at somewhere yesterday, and might sneeze, and I said there was a time we'd all say "bless you" instead of "run."
Yeah. Like, oh, he's got the. Yeah. Don't get too close. Supposedly, no. Supposedly, sneezing is not one of the major symptoms of, but I don't know.
So nowadays, when somebody sneezes or coughing, they claim they have the flu. Used to, they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's terrible is when you're wearing your mask and you got to sneeze. It's all over the place. What are you supposed to do?
That would be a good way of cleaning out the line if you're standing in line somewhere, like at Walmart.
Yeah.
Just pull down your mask. Say, I got to sneeze.
You want to go to bed?
Yeah, Walmart's like 40 miles from here. It's a good trip to go to Walmart.
Wow.
Did you find any eggs for less than $5 yesterday, Nettie?
Yeah, at the Walmart. Good morning,
40
Roy
miles
and Becky.
Hey, have you been up to all that like little flea market-y stuff? And there's like a big old tent with like cheap food, and it's like outdated, damaged food or whatever. Have you been up to that yet?
Yeah, we went there, but it's cash only. So we didn't have cash only.
Ah.
That's good to
But
know.
it's pretty cool. They do have a lot of cool things that are very cheap. But you definitely have to look at the dates. Make sure they're not expired.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's supposed to be expired. It kind of depends what it is, because certain things, even if past the expiration date, is like, whatever, you know. But so,
Yes,
is there?
it was in Parker Kent that we went to.
Is there a lot of things out there that's cash only? Is that going to be an issue? Has that been an issue with you guys that things are cash only?
Yes or no?
Cash only? We found quite a few, like QuickTime cash only.
Yeah, Mel said he found a few places. Like when you go get propane, is cash only.
Well, did
Is
you
it? No,
forget
not
the,
propane. Yeah.
did Mel forget the combination
And
to
to
the safe?
pick up our mail is cash only.
Wait, you have to pay to pick up your mail? What?
Oh yeah.
Not at the post
I
office.
did
Not
know
at the
that.
post office, but we have it sent to a store.
Roy and Becky
called
says 99% of court size is cash only.
Quite a few.
Oh, quiet time.
Okay. Well, that is definitely good to know.
Oh, Roy said 99%.
Good thing that it that come up, I guess.
Well, and I also bet you can't use
Yeah,
big
'cause
bills either. You
I've
probably
got
can't use
$1
large bills.
cash.
Hey, I got $20 from my mom for Christmas, and it's still in my purse, so I will have some cash. Who uses cash? Seriously,
I have quarters.
nobody
quarters.
uses cash anymore. I gotta tell Jesse that too, or I'll forget.
Hey,
99%.
Really? notes.
Ah.
Make notes. Somebody taught me that one time. Look, I got a bunch of notes.
I mean, not that we plan to be running to the store every 5 minutes or anything. You know,
Large bills
I-
haven't been a problem.
What?
Those are the same size.
Large bills, they haven't been a problem.
Oh, okay. I don't particularly like large bills myself
Same
because
size.
I like the standard size one.
yeah, well, they don't fit in my
They're all
wallet.
the same size.
My wallet's
all
not
the
used
same
to it. My wallet's not used to it. No, I don't like them because I know if somebody's going to counterfeit, they tend to counterfeit 20, 50, 100. And so, you know, people that take the cash sometimes can be a little finicky about it. And then, you know.
So you're gonna stop by and get $301 bills then.
Yes. No, I'll do 20s, but I really don't like 50s and 100s. And besides the fact, a lot of times you get caught with 50s and 100s and they're like, well, I don't have the change. Well, then what are you going to do? You know? So
When I travel to
now I don't know how
Uganda,
much cash to bring though.
when I travel to Uganda, I have to take all cash. Right? So if we're
Wow.
building a church and digging wells, that adds up to be a lot. Well, you can only carry so much across the border. So we have to split the cash up amongst the team. Then we have to go and convert all that cash to Ugandan money, to shillings. Now that is an ordeal. You go to a street
So
side
can you give
bank.
me that next flight number? Can you give me that next flight number you guys are gonna be on?
Yeah. You have to do this like drive through at a bank and they're holding up rates, what they're paying. And so you go into this room if you're going to do X amount of dollars. So we always have to go in the room. And then you haggle with them, like buying a car. You're like, I got this many dollars. This is a big buy. And you haggle with them over the exchange rate, which right now is about $3,600. I mean, 3,600 shillings to a dollar. But anyway, you haggle with them a little bit. And then you get all that out in shilling, and it's even thicker to see because a dollar is 3,600 shillings. So you go from one little bill to 3,600, or you know they got big bills too, but still it's a stack of money when you leave there. You just don't want a lot of people seeing that. Yeah. Oh man. $44 bill.
Yeah, I think that one would slide under the radar really easy.
Yeah, and that's Kent in the chat. I can tell Kent over Lisa.
Yeah. Because you know he's the one that counts.
It's funny. I got a story about that counter. You know how they use that counterfeit pen at the store?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to check it. Well, my niece was telling me a story that a guy came in. She worked at JCPenney's in Florida. Guy come in and pay with cash, and it was like $300. Well, she marked these. Well, it all turned black. So she pushes her little button on the deal saying it's counterfeit, you know, and security runs down there real quick. She didn't realize she was using a permanent marker instead of the counterfeit marker.
Oh, how embarrassing! That,
So she had this poor guy.
oh man,
She had this
I
poor
hope
guy with
the customer
security all
wasn't
over her, and she was using the wrong pen.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was reading Full Time Dreams, and yeah, that's been a thing for years. Is that they will bleach out the
$5
actual
bills.
bill. They'll bleach it out, and then they'll reprint over the top of it and make it, you know, a higher denomination, so that they're getting more money out of their, you know, counterfeiting. But yeah, there's like that little bar strip inside the bill that you need to look for that, because the counterfeit pins will show that it's real if they're just bleaching out an actual bill. It's going to show it's real. So the counterfeit pins are not reliable to a point. So we had one time, and this guy he's not quite all upstairs, I guess you'd say. And he decided to counterfeit himself some money and bring it to the station and use it. He probably should have waited for the ink to dry a little bit and not have had it out in the rain. Because as he handed it to the clerk, it was like dripping ink. Yeah. So she's like, this is not real. What do you mean it's not real? She called the cops, and it was a whole big thing. Yeah.
So, Roy, yeah. $2 bill. I save all my $2 bills because I haven't never gotten
I do
any.
too.
Every time I get one, I put it in a drawer.
Yeah, me too. In the drawer.
They do that. They think they're counterfeit when they're a $2 bill.
Yeah, I don't spend them. I save them or give them away. Dad used to give them away for birthdays.
Yeah, we've got a couple of $2 bills.
Do you have a Hot Shot Ford?
What?
Y'all didn't get that? Hot Shot Ford and
Hot
a
shot
$2 bill?
forward and a $2 bill. Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
it's a song. It's country. She
That's a
wouldn't know.
song, Felix.
Yeah, we've got. I can't
Good
remember if
morning,
it's
James and Millie. Weekend RV.
$2. We got some $1 and $5, like red certificate, silver certificate. Maybe blue certificate. I don't know. I haven't looked at those in a while. I can't remember what we have.
Tammy's getting him another cup of coffee. You got a good wife there.
What? Let's see.
I really need to get me one of those. That way she can clean the house and stuff for me. What are you doing? Go lay down.
We got some.
Coffee grounds at the
I think
bottom
my
there.
dog's possessed.
Tammy buys these filters, and I'm sure they come from China, but we get off eBay or Amazon. We get some white ones, and they're really, really good. But we get these brown ones that look like, I guess, what is it, rice paper that's real thin. You can really see through it. I mean, they're cheap, all right, but they don't do any good. Because when you take the liner out, dump the coffee, you have to still wash out
Coffee
the
filter.
paper.
Oh.
I use those reusable cups.
The ones
in
that
my
they
fridge.
make out of used toilet paper?
Do what?
The ones that they make out of used toilet paper?
Yeah, that must be it because they don't do a really good job.
It may not be coffee grounds you're spitting out.
It may not be.
Oh.
That's like that wine. That's like that wine Felix has been drinking. If it come out of North Alabama,
I did not get any wine out of North Alabama.
then you know.
Jerry, it's too early for that, Jerry. I'm drinking coffee.
Is it cold out there this morning?
Yeah, it's in the 30s.
I got to figure out some heat. I'm going to go
Buddy
get a buddy
heater.
heater, I guess. Yeah.
They have them at Walmart.
All right,
Yep.
so Jerry Holly, I was thinking about your heat. On the these people that does the van life, they have these little diesel heaters. It sucks the fuel out of your tank, but you don't have to have your vehicle running. It's what is it? The fan's maybe 12. Whoops, boy, I nearly dropped it. 12 volt, I guess. And you don't use much power. They run them in these vans. I wonder if that would work in your rig. That way you wouldn't have to have your rig running in the winter. I think they're pretty efficient. I mean, I don't know how it would work doing it like you probably wouldn't want to do it where you're set up now because you want your central unit to work. But
But he doesn't have to run his rig in the winter when he's hooked up. 'Cause
No.
it works off.
electric,
You know, he can
Works
go at all temperatures because of the aqua.
right?
I just
But
don't know
when
how
he
much
did
that
I
aqua
don't
hot.
have power. He could use just a little heater to keep it warm, so he wouldn't have to crank his generator. I mean, it might keep it like you run your generator to what 10 o'clock at night, then turn on this little diesel heater, and it might keep it warm enough until time to turn the generator back on. Is what I'm saying.
I got to figure out what wattage these, because I only run the front aqua hot. I don't ever run the bedroom one because it gets too hot. So there's only two little fans, one under the kitchen, one underneath the sofa that the water runs to, and then the little fan just blows the heat out. I got to figure out what kind of wattage those fans put out, and I might be able to run it off battery. I'm not sure.
But we're not just talking about heat with Jerry. We're also talking about he has a residential refrigerator. So he can't
Ooh.
run.
Yeah,
He does not have propane at all in his rig.
no propane at all.
All electric.
I would.
Yeah, I would think the refrigerator, though, if it's getting that cool at night, I would think the refrigerator, if it's run all day, when
Right.
everything shuts down, if you won't open it, it'd probably be all right. Because we've talked about that too. Because I mean, we're not going to be able to run our refrigerator overnight because that'll just drain our batteries.
And that's what we do, Felix. We shut our propane off because our fridge is fine overnight.
Yeah,
Then we turn it back on.
Yeah.
We don't really plan on putting like a lot of food in it anyway. It's going to be more like drinks, so we can keep our drinks cold. We don't want to have to bring a stupid Darby. We don't want to have to bring a stupid ice chest. Oh my god!
But you can put your drinks outside, and they'll be like they were in a freezer.
I'm afraid the kangaroo rats will take off with them.
No,
Or
if they were
rattlesnake.
bigger, maybe.
Or one of the scorpions. You see one of my kids, Dr.
Coyote.
Pepper, going out through the desert.
when the tornadoes, the bad tornadoes come through North Alabama a few years ago, killed a bunch of people. Anyway, I don't know if I showed y'all the monument, but anyway, when it came through, the power was off here for like a week. Rainsville people got it first because that's where our co-op is. They start in the middle and work out. But anyway, so what I done, I had a generator. So what I done, I would plug the refrigerator up, run it for a while. I'd unplug it. I'd plug the deep freezer up. I'd run it for a while. I'd unplug it. And then at night, I wouldn't run the generator at all. And it worked great. I done that all week, and it worked great. And we opened and closed them and ate out of them. But at night, you know, we'd shut them once I turned the generators off, and it was great.
Yeah, I think the refrigerator, I'm not too worried about it because if we can run the generators up till 10, start them back up at 7, it should be fine. Just more worried about
That's what
heat.
we were thinking too.
We all do fine at night. You know, a lot of blankets on, and I think Roy and Becky actually keeps their buddy heater on at night. We don't. We shut it off and turn it on first thing in the morning to get the nip out of the air.
Yeah, that's what I think we're probably going to try to do. We're going to turn it on in the evening and let it get all nice and toasty warm in there, and then we'll shut it down. We don't usually run the heater all night anyway in our little bit camper. It freaking will roast you out.
Yes.
So I don't think we're going to have a real issue with the whole heat thing. Our big thing was reducing our consumption on our batteries because we didn't want to go buy another freaking battery. But, you know, that whole we need a fan, we need noise, we need, you know. So, and I think as long as I get the stuff that I ordered in time, I think we will have remedied that also. So
Jerry, go buy you a 0-degree sleeping bag and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you could get one of those.
I'll be okay. I'll make it through.
And a buddy heater.
I sleep better when it's cold in the room anyway. I do.
Oh, I do too. That's why I never use the heat back in the bedroom because I like sleeping with it a little bit nippy.
I think you
Yeah.
can buy
I'll
those
be
zero.
fine.
I think you can buy
I got
those
Mel
0
and
degree.
Jesse I can go cuddle up with if it gets too cold.
Yeah.
Jesse said, he goes, I need to find somebody to make a shirt. And I'm like, okay. He goes, I need it to say, not your buddy heater. He goes, I'm going to wear that around corn.
That would be a great
Oh,
shirt.
you would have thought of that earlier. We could have probably got
I'm
one.
not your
but
buddy
it's
heater.
time.
Hey, Felix, that'd be a good shirt to make for Jerry Holly.
Not my
channel.
buddy heater.
Make 2 spoons. How do you do that? Spoon on the buddy
Yeah.
here.
I could just get pictures of 2 little spoons and put them together.
Yeah.
Not your,
All right,
not,
guys,
not my
this is the
buddy
morning
heater. Not your
show.
buddy heater.
Morning show.
You started it.
I didn't say anything about that.
You talked about the shirt.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. We've done the whole thing with our fridge, running it all day long, and then turning it off at night, and it did fine. So I'm not
Yeah,
too
that's
concerned
what we
about
do.
it.
Yeah.
So
And Gary, you may not need a buddy heater because you like it to be cold and cool. And when you get up, you can turn on your generator. You get up pretty
Yeah.
early.
I'll be okay. Yeah. Well, I probably won't be sleeping, not worrying about the pack rats and stuff. Through my wire.
Scorpions and-
Probably
Oh,
sleep
Gary.
during the day.
Yeah.
If
No
you get
pack
your
rats on the
sleeping
night.
bag, just make sure you open the sleeping bag before you put your feet in it. You never know. Something might be
Yeah.
in the
I just don't want any getting in the camper. They can be out in the desert all they want.
Honestly, we haven't seen any since we've been here. So
That's good. I'm
I don't
glad
know
you
about
got
the weather.
I know better than to mess with the Queen
Yeah.
Mother.
Oh man, I should have got one of those black light things so I could go out and find the scorpions at night. Because they glow.
Jerry,
Oh.
I don't know if I'd want to be camping near a happy place camping.
Why?
He wants to go
No,
find
no,
the
she's going
scorpion.
scorpion hunting.
She wants to
Jerry
go
will
find
go,
the
Jerry will go
scorpion.
with me. We'll go.
Why would
The
she
scorpion
thing
want
hunting.
to
is,
find them unless she had
they're
something
going to go
do
looking
with
for
them?
scorpions. They're going to be looking for scorpions, and they're going to end up in the circle. They're going to take a wrong turn, and they're going to see the circle people.
Well, I'm
But
going
would
to be
it-
looking for
would
that
it-
Homer bucket.
But would
Hey,
it be an
Weekend RV
accident?
said they
That's
sell the
the
light.
question. Would it really be an accident?
They sell the
sell it.
light,
Oh.
Felix.
There
Felix,
you go.
can buy you a light out there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Jerry
Cash
loves
only.
to
I'm sure
wind
it'll
up.
be cash only, right?
So if Jerry
Oh, they-
winds up,
No, I
uh,
know that's so goofy, but it's something I want to do. I want to see the. I didn't
Kangaroo
know.
rats can jump.
I did
9
not know
feet.
they glowed in the dark, so I really want to see that. I think it's cool.
So Jerry,
Yeah.
What?
I'm just gonna throw this out here right now. If they find your body in your 0 degree sleeping bag and it has scorpion bites all over it, I will have them investigate Felix. That's all I want.
Well, she said she's going hunting for him. So
That's right. We got it on video.
I feel
The
like
thing is, if I open my
Okay.
mouth, I liable to wind up with scorpion bites.
Wait.
So,
now. Wait a minute.
Roy
Roy
and Becky
is saying
said-
the scorpions and snakes are all put away for the winter. So
They
you're
are.
saying if I get one of those lights, I'm not going to find any anyway.
We haven't seen them, Felix. Aw, she made a pouty face.
Yeah, John, I know American Wonder is out there. He's actually in the same area as Nettie.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
right across the street from me.
He's like
Yeah.
across the road.
Right across.
he has his T-shirt stuff. Good.
he makes t-shirts.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
that.
he
I
does all
got.
that.
Wow.
He makes logos and stuff too, Jerry. You want to be
I got to
a
come up with
logo?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, you could put your logo on there.
So he uses that same kind of vinyl that me and Tammy sells. That's how he makes them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Felix, I need to have my logo time we get out there if you're not that busy.
You have what? I thought you were going to keep your fire truck. I thought you liked that logo.
I'm going to, but I gotta figure out some way to get my name incorporated in it
You
because my
need
channel is not
to-
Blazing 62.
You need to find that logo on your computer and send it to me because I don't have that. I don't think you sent
Well,
that to
that
me.
came from Cobra Roll, and I don't have his address.
Yeah, but you should have got it somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we're-
should have it somewhere on one of your computers. You had to have had it to put it on your account at some
Yeah.
point.
Well,
It's under
actually,
your email account.
Slow Momentum sent it to me via text, but it was like 2 phones ago.
Oh,
We probably can't get KT to send it again.
Well,
if he kept
KT
it.
was looking. KT was looking for Cobra Rolls because he lost his address too.
I haven't seen Cobra Roll in a while. Have y'all?
No,
I don't even know who you're talking about. So
I don't know who he is.
yeah, he was back when when I first started this and got to meet KT. He was doing a lot of stuff for KT, and he did that stuff for me. I bet maybe Aaron could come up with something too. Jemison, he's pretty good at that stuff.
well, see,
Yeah.
if you want to keep the one that you have and alter it, we almost need the original because you can't just save that from like your profile picture because it's only going to be like this big. So when you try to make it into any kind of size, it's just going to blur and it's not going to be good
Hmm.
quality. That's why you need the original. So otherwise, you're looking at starting completely over from
Right.
scratch and
But
making
you
an
know what?
entire new one.
If you send that over to Tunstead, I bet you he can recreate it.
That's a
Yeah,
good
right.
good option
Yeah.
too.
And he'll do it. Yeah.
He might could change it and put your name in it.
Yeah.
Well, see, I gotta have my name in it because that just says Blazing 62, and that's just
Yeah.
because of the year I was born in. But it doesn't have my channel name on it, so I might need to just reconsider and make a new one because I like to include Black Pearl in there somehow.
Well, see what Felix is talking about. When I had my logo, I actually had it saved as a logo, but when Felix went to try to change it, it was a big deal. So Felix matched the font and sort
Yeah,
of
I redid
recreated
it. I
Yeah.
completely redid it, but I kept the same font
It was
because that one was
you
not
couldn't
not
edit it.
of excellent quality size wise and things.
It still blows my mind why Teespring won't accept that.
For the hats, I don't know. It's got to have something to do with the whole embroidery thing. I don't know. And they won't give a straight answer if you ask. They're just like, well, it just won't work. Look here to see what you need to do. Well, I've done that and I've submitted it as the size and all that good stuff. So I don't know.
No, I got this phone on June 11th, so that's as far as my texts go back from Slow Momentum.
Yeah, I don't know who Cobra Roll is, but there's a good chance he doesn't still have that saved anyway. Because, most of us don't really, when we make something for somebody, we don't necessarily keep their stuff. It's kind of like, well, once we give it to you, it's your responsibility to hang on to it. You know what I mean?
Felix knows me and Jury better than that, so she saved it in a file as well.
I have your guys' stuff, but I wouldn't save anybody else's, so.
So may I just start over from scratch?
Yeah. I'm not really doing anything today. I might look at your logo a little closer and see if I could kind of do something for you. But you need to just text me and tell me what you want. Don't be
Hey,
a
I'm
Gary.
not.
Don't be a Gary.
Whatever you come up with.
Yeah.
Fire truck and Jury Holly. That's his only 2 requirements, right, Jury?
And the pirate ship.
Black Pearl in there.
Can you all hear my fan?
Nope.
I
Okay.
don't do it.
My
Is it hot in
laptop's
there?
so loud I can't hear anything.
No, I plugged my laptop into it's like a Jackery, and it's right behind my laptop. I want to make sure you can't hear it blowing.
No, you can't. You're good.
Boy, the chat's slow today. Everybody must be working.
Sleeping or something.
Well, they might be trying to get a lot of work in because they might be off tomorrow, so they're trying to get, you know what I mean?
They're out to the liquor stores buying alcohol.
Are you trying to tell me that our chat is a bunch of drinkers?
I did not realize it. New Year's Eve, ain't it? I did
Yes,
not
it
realize
is.
Making breakfast. Is that
Seriously?
Shelly making breakfast?
I'm gonna try my darndest to make it to midnight tonight. I don't
making-
know if I can.
Don't expect me to be on YouTube at midnight. I'll be in the bed. I don't know. We might be up watching movies. Or something.
RV Underway's on
Thank
tonight.
Are
Thank
they
you.
having
Yeah,
a
he's
party
doing
tonight?
Yeah.
Are they coming on at 9? 7? 9?
9, I
Are you
think.
talking about
I don't remember what time they're
RV
coming.
underway.
RV Underway?
Yeah,
I think
7,
it's 9.
9, 8, 10. I don't know. Somewhere in that area, right?
Bacon, eggs, and sweet potato hash.
Ew,
They're coming on at 9 p.m. Arizona
Your
time, so 10 o'clock your time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 10.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock
Mountain Time.
East. 10 o'clock Central. That'd be 11 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
So is RV Underway out in Arizona?
No. RV
Oh, no.
Underway is over
They're,
there.
In Alabama.
they're
They
still
still-
over there in Alabama.
Okay, I didn't know if they were
I'm just looking at
home.
the time it shows here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it to midnight or not. Maybe. I don't know.
I know. I probably will be because that ice is supposed to start here at midnight. So I'll probably be out spreading salt at midnight tonight.
I don't
You
know
guys-
how good the internet is at that time. I haven't tried it. We're normally in bed.
Are you
It'll be a
supposed
long night here.
are you supposed to get a lot of ice before you get snow?
Yeah, they said depending on when it changes over, we could get quite a bit of ice and then change over to snow with 2 to 4 inches of snow. But if it starts snowing earlier, there'd be a lot more snow than ice. So
Snow's
It's
not
supposed to start
bad.
here.
I
Midnight.
hate when we start getting a lot of ice because that's when all the power outages start
You can
happening.
drive
Yeah.
in snow, especially if you got a dually or something.
I'll probably go to work about midnight and start pre-treating the parking lots and then wait and see what happens.
That sucks.
They've got this new stuff they do, or that it's new to us. Y'all probably had it for years, where they go out and spray the roads when they're predicting.
Brine?
ice.
Yeah,
it's not
they
salt. It's like some kind of liquid.
it's a salt mixture. It's called brine.
Yeah.
They do it. Yeah, they did it here a couple times already. They just spray it down on overpasses and
It's
intersections.
like
and
water.
it's
It looks like water coming out, but it's some
just
kind
salt
of
water. It's
Yeah.
really a salt water is what it is.
like what they put in diesel trucks to keep it from smoking.
Yeah, death.
You ever get that death fluid on your fingers? It feels just like getting antifreeze on your fingers.
Yeah, it's bad for you. It's bad for your rigs. It's bad for everything.
That's why diesel motors are not lasting as long as they used to.
Very corrosive.
Yeah, so we went from putting it in the air, now we're putting it in the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
Calcium chloride.
I don't get paid
Yeah.
to thank the Lord. I wouldn't make much money.
So you guys got any plans for tonight, or just staying in with this weather and everything?
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully go to the store and everything before all this crap starts, which we should if Jerry's not supposed to get it till like midnight. I'm saying we're in the morning sometime. So we're hoping to do that, but then I plan to stay inside. We're supposed to go magnet fishing tomorrow, but I don't know that we're gonna do that.
I
No,
gotta
that's
get me a magnet fishing setup for my kayak when it warms up. I can't wait to try some of that.
Man, my granddaughter got a good one for Christmas. I can't wait to go try hers. Hers is magnet on both sides. So you can
Oh
tie your
yeah, that's what
magnet.
Jesse wants to get next.
You can tie it on the front like Jesse's got his, but you also got an eyelet on the very
Yeah.
top of it, so you can drag and then magnetize both ways.
Yeah.
So
What I'm wanting to do, I want to magnet fish these kayaking routes. So like
Yeah.
out at Mentone, where people kayak from the dam where y'all went to the dam at Mentone, I want to magnet fish those routes because can you imagine how much crap's been lost off kayaks? People drop
oh yeah.
time off kayaks.
Yeah.
The weather's supposed to be pretty bad in Texas, so Michael and Shelly, be careful going home. Looks like they're going to be getting winter storms, ice, snow.
They're
all
getting
that.
they're getting what we got. They're getting right now what we're getting tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I've been watching it on the news. It's in Texas right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. We've been talking to my mother-in-law there.
I think I'll have to go get me one of them trucker Mandali Rad books so I can plot my trip.
All
Oh,
right.
okay, they're out of
All right.
Texas.
Or pay $10, ain't it $10 a month? There's an app that you can do a trucker's GPS and just pay for
Well, I
one
got
month.
the RV one, but I don't know. I kind of put it in the GPS yesterday and it was taking me down to Wichita, 35 south, down to 40, and then over to 10 or something like that. Went through Albuquerque. I don't know. That's why I want to give myself plenty of days to get out there just in case.
Yeah. We don't have that option, unfortunately. But that's fine.
That's the only good thing about it. I got plenty of time. So
Yeah. Well, and I say if you got to use it, take
yeah, I
your
got
time,
to.
Yeah.
make it a nice trip, not, because I really dread that whole up in the morning, pull out, drive till it's, bedtime. I hate that, but
Well, I still only want to do about 5 or 6 hours a day, I think.
yeah.
Especially pulling that truck for the first time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
be a
didn't
little nervous.
Oh, yeah. Like 5 was a max for us. We stopped really like at 4 hours when we were going.
I don't think we ever stop at 4 hours. I would say 7 or 8 is probably the least we do, but we've done 16-hour drives before, so
Nope. Not here.
Michael and Sally, they're in Mississippi headed to Florida, so maybe they won't get any of that.
Yeah, hopefully you won't get any winds because when we were coming in New Mexico is when we hit the 50-mile-an-hour winds and we were literally like sliding.
I think
That
New
would be
Mexico's always windy.
Yeah,
Because when we went through there, it was really windy.
yeah.
No, we want to try to do the long drive. We want to try to get there as early as possible because we have to leave by a certain time so that we can be back. So we would like to get there as early as possible. That way we have as much time as we can, Or
And
we get out there and then all of a sudden, big freak snowstorm from Missouri on this day. Oh, crap, we're going to have to leave early.
I know. Yeah.
So we want to try to get there as soon as possible. That way, if something happens and we got to go, at least maybe we could spend at least a few days. But
I don't like driving after dark, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to leave that Friday when I get off work and try to get a couple hours, 3 or 4 hours in, or I can be to Wichita in 3 hours,
Yeah.
and then get up and start from there. I don't know. I may just wait till Saturday morning and leave.
And then you're gonna
20
see
hours.
savings, Jerry, on your diesel card that you got.
I already did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already used it twice. Yeah, I like that.
Awesome.
Paid about $35 on 2 tankfuls, so that's not
That's
bad.
good. Yeah. That'll buy your buddy heater.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I think I'm going to get some, I put it on my list. I think I'm going to get us some extra little tanks for the buddy heater. I don't think we're going to need them since we just would probably do it for a little while in the evening and then a little while in the morning.
Yeah.
But I
Does it
would
just get
rather
cold
have,
after the?
I'd
after the
rather have
sun goes
enough
down?
than not enough, you know?
So
Does it get cold like when the sun goes down, Nettie? Is that when it starts getting cold, or is it
Oh,
later on
yeah.
in the evening?
Yeah, it starts getting cold when the sun goes down. Sometimes a little bit before that, like 4, 5, it starts to drop.
Have you guys been having big group campfires or, I mean,
Yeah, we were having campfires. There's probably only about 5 of us. But we made a big campfire, you know. Yeah, and that helps. But if it's windy and cold, it's hard for us to get out there. You know.
right?
So, Felix, what do y'all cook on? You probably told me before, but I forgot.
It depends on it depends. If we have electricity or are able to run the generator, we just use our little electric hot plate that we have. If we can't have the generator, don't have any electricity or any source like that, then we have that little propane burner stove that we use. And it works fine. I mean, it's a little awkward to use, but it works fine. I just don't like using it necessarily.
Mel wanted me to tell y'all, once we get our new seat installed, we can drive longer than 4 hours.
That's
But
the
I told
daydream.
him
That's the
I'm not
daydream seat
flushing
right there.
I'm not.
That's the daydream seat. They go on sale January 31st. Members do get a discount. It
Yeah.
comes with a cell phone holder.
He's gonna have to flush that himself. I ain't doing it.
I gotta break down here in a little after the show and go down to and dump. So I know my tanks will last 2 weeks.
You need to install a system there, Jerry Holly.
Well, I'm going to when it warms up a little bit, but I'm going to put a little septic system right outside here that got 2 lateral lines on it, but I got to wait.
Yeah. All I keep seeing is like snow tracks. You walking all the way over to where you got to go to dump it.
But I'll run down to the lake here and dump and fill up with water, and it should last me till I leave then.
Yep.
Perfect. We're really loving it out here, though. It beats
Are
being
ya?
in an RV park after we've lived in it
Yeah.
for 4 years. Yeah,
And
it's so cool.
Somebody was on last night that's talking about how cheap the solar panels are out there if you just need panels. Have you guys seen that?
Well,
I
I've
know
heard Dee and him talk about it a lot, and Roy. I've heard Roy and Dee talk about how cheap the panels are out there at that Arizona Sun or what something.
Right.
Well, they were saying at the Big Ten or something
I think they're coming to the
Um,
Big Tent because they're closer to like Phoenix area.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they said. That Solar Sun or
Sun
what?
Solar.
Or,
You You could probably, Jerry, buy them and have them to mount them for you.
Oh, I got mail.
Oh, okay.
Val's over there smiling.
See, we kind
Actually-
of want to check
Actually, I was
that
talking.
out too, in case we want to grab
Yeah.
some. So
I
we're
was
kind of
talking
looking.
to Over the Hill last night, and he's going to replace his. Well, he can't get up on top of his rig, so I told him. I said when he got out there, I'd be glad to help him. You know, I can get up there. I just don't know what I'm doing once I get there, but I'm sure somebody out there can help us get him on there for him.
Yeah. They say that's the place to go. I've heard several channels talk about it.
Yeah, we just upgraded our batteries to lithium.
Oh, did
Oh,
And the ones the ones we had, we just bought in September. So we donated them to Sherry. That's what we were doing yesterday. She
Oh,
needed
wow.
batteries. So that was really nice. It's working. She's got solar on her rig. It came with it. So everything's starting to work.
Why did you decide to go with lithium? Because I thought you guys were happy with the batteries you had. What happened that made you change your mind?
mail.
And
The total rundown, you can run them completely dead. One.
yeah, that's what he said too. And the ones that we got, you can run them down to 0 and 20-degree weather.
20 below.
Yeah.
20 below.
Yeah.
20 below.
And you guys, have you got 4 or 6?
Well, and I think the
Five.
lithium. You
5.
don't have. Am I right? You don't have to have as many lithiums. I may
Yeah,
be
Sherry
wrong.
said her battery. Yeah, one of them blew up. One was pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I know you can run the lithium down. That's not what I was
But
asking.
you want to know why?
I was asking what happened with them specifically that made them realize they needed to upgrade to a lithium battery. Was the ones you had not providing what you needed?
No,
Was that the thing? Or did you just want to upgrade to lithium battery?
they weren't providing.
Yeah, he was saying with what we have, they weren't providing what we needed.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah, with this rig, and
hey Felix, that just means we can plug into them now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why
And
I'm
he
getting all
also-
this information, Jerry. I have
he ordered,
ulterior motives.
got 600 more solar watt 3 panels coming. So we're going to have 1,200 solar.
Wow.
Oh my God, you're gonna be able to run your air conditioners.
Well,
Mel said no.
but you've got out there, you realize that you absolutely love doing this, so you're probably going to do this a lot more. Even when you're in a different state, you're probably going to look for boondocking rather than campground. So it's not
Yeah.
like it. I mean, it's a good investment because now you want to do this more. That you enjoy it, so it's a good investment. It's
Right.
It's the
It is.
ones that I feel like, because we didn't dive into, let's get all this fancy stuff. And then we go and we be like, oh, this sucks, and then we've spent all that money. And so we test out a little at a time, what we like, what we want to do, what works for us, sometimes it
Yeah.
comes back to bite us in the butt because we, get somewhere where we can't use certain whatever, but
See, we're learning out here. We were only here a week and we blew up our inverter.
Oh, wow.
Literally.
Yeah, how did what
They could rebuild it, but when he opened it up, the whole thing was black. No parts could be salvaged.
what happened? I mean, what caused
That
that?
was
Nanny?
1 week we were here.
It was old and there was issues.
It was already it was giving us issues. It was the original, came with the coach, but
Like
we were
Jerry.
running too much on the inverter side. Our coffee pot, our microwave,
Wow.
So we now know of course we're using if they're EcoFlow, which is like a Zachary, So we're using that, and we're doing a lot better. That was like $1,000 mistake, because we had to get a new inverter. So
Just a inverter, right?
So I can see in the future, if this solar thing works out for you, Mel selling the Jeep, buying a trailer, and putting more solar panels on it.
No, putting solar panels on top of the Jeep.
on top of
Well, the Jeep will be in the trailer, and then it'll have 9 more panels on top of this big toy hauler
You're
trailer
right.
we
Yeah.
got.
Yeah,
And so
Sherry
when-
says she's spoiled with boondocking as well.
It'll be Melnetti Power. So when they pull up to a boondocking place, they'll actually be selling electricity to fellow campers.
Yeah. M&M Power Company.
Yeah, we're really loving it. We do want to do a lot of boondocking. So we're just getting it all set up the way we need it.
Well, I hope I like it.
Well, I know we like boondocking. It's just a matter of getting some specific things kind of. As you do it, you kind of realize, well, wait, we need to maybe change the way we're doing this, or change this to, be like the whole fan and sound thing and all that. We need the less consumption of our batteries. So we have to alter what we're doing, but you don't know that stuff. And to me, I think you don't know that until you actually do it, and
Exactly.
then you're like, oh, we're going to have to change the way we do this, or we're going to have to, because it is different. It's not like pulling up at a campground. It's different.
Yeah.
You have to change the way you do things to boondoggle.
And we're learning the whole water consumption too, because I have an all-in-one and I'm doing laundry here. So now, Mel went ahead and bought a bladder. So that helps to go get the water in the Jeep, and we don't have to move the rig. We also got his container that he calls yesterday's Meals on Wheels.
Right.
And we can use that to fill up our tanks to go and dump that. And we're driving the Jeep. So we're making changes as we're learning out here.
Yep.
So we don't have to move the
that
rig.
as you go. Yeah, I think you don't. I don't think you get it until you're there and doing it, and then you're like, "Whoa, this ain't working." So yeah.
And we found out it's like 7 to 12, gallons of water that we use when I do one load of laundry.
Wow, I guess that's not terrible. I mean, that seems like a lot of water though, because isn't your washer like pretty small?
How big is our tank? We have 100-gallon tank, but I do like 3 loads, sometimes 4. So it
Yeah.
wipes it up, and then he goes and gets more water,
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes every day, Roy, right? You never know what you need.
The whole water usage thing. I mean, we don't have tanks and running water, but we do, jugs of water. And we've gotten pretty good about monitoring how much water we use. So,
and we're conserving our water. Like we are doing the little, I don't know if you want to call it a bucket, but the container that you put in your kitchen sink to capture your gray when I'm doing dishes. So we're capturing that, and then we're just using that when we need to flush. We're pouring that. So this way we're not using so much water that way.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Oh, yay. Good morning, Jeanette.
Artist on the Road has a jackery with a solar setup, right?
Right.
I believe so.
And I believe Sherry has one too. Plus her panels on top.
Those jackeries are pretty awesome, especially it's a simple setup. Like all you do is plug and play. And then if you're driving down the road, you just move your power from the solar panel to the cigarette lighter, and you're you basically always got power.
Yep.
Which the batteries work the same way, it's just a lot more expensive.
I don't know about that. Them Jackeries can get pretty expensive. It depends what you need it to run.
But yeah, I guess
I mean,
that's
if you
what
got to get one of them big ones, them things can be a couple grand. If you know.
But though, if you want simplicity, don't have to wire your whole rig, don't know anything about it, that's the way to go. That's what I was going to do if we done a van or truck camper. I was just going to do a setup like that because I didn't want to fool with the
Right,
electric.
Sherry. You have power till the sun goes away. Yeah, on solar. That's one of the reasons that is one of the reasons we have dragged our feet so long on the solar thing. I was like, okay, but you're somewhere you have nothing but a cloudy week, you know. I don't want to rely on that for sure. And I'm thinking, why? I don't know. I'm still so
Crank your rig and plug
the
your Jackery or your batteries through your rig if it's cloudy. I know you're burning fuel, but you're still not having to go find power. Plug it through your 12 volt.
Well,
That's what I had planned on doing.
let's go. Can we go back to the water for a second, Nettie? How long will that 100 gallons last you in mill?
I'm sorry, what you asked me?
How long does that 100 gallons last you in mill? How long will that 100 gallons of fresh water last you guys?
I actually looked at a littler Jackery last night just to have it for like running our like the fan, the sound machine and all that stuff. But I kept reading that it said, well, if you're running less than 10 watts, it automatically shuts off after a couple of hours. And I'm like, well, that's stupid. I need it to run all night long, and the stuff that we would be running on it wouldn't be at least 10 watts. So I didn't even bother with checking into it anymore because that doesn't make any sense to me that it would shut down.
So what if you just had
If we're not using the washing machine, Mel said it's about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So Felix, for what a Jackery costs, could you not buy a good deep cycle battery, say like, whatever that is, and run your fans and stuff off that, and then during the day charge that deep cycle through your solar panels?
Well, I mean, that's technically what we're doing now.
Yeah.
But we don't have solar. We charge them with the generator through the day.
Yeah. I was just saying that
That's why we went with the USB fan and stuff, so that we would use less juice off the batteries.
Right.
So that they would actually last longer through the nighttime.
I thought you were worried though about running out while you were looking at buying the Jackery.
No, it was actually just another option of what to get, and maybe it would kind of add to our power source, I guess you could say. But
so Fantastic Travel said the EcoFlow, I guess, is something like a Jackery. It allows pass-through charging also, and I think what they're talking about, it'll charge and output at the same time.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I just sent you the link to it, and that's what we are using, Gary.
So Roy didn't know that the EcoFlow allowed it. So
Yeah,
the EcoFlow
It's a pretty good deal.
600 is what Sherry's saying, Felix.
yeah, that's what I sent to Felix the other day.
yeah, and Jesse was like, I don't want to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could buy.
What I said.
Well, what I'm saying is a deep cycle battery would be like a tenth of what that would cost. It'd be cheaper to add the battery than it would be than to add that, and then you could just put you some USB ports. That's what I was thinking, but now I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was going to go with a Jackery system.
Which
or
we
something
talked
like
about
it.
adding an additional battery, but
Yeah.
then we're like, we don't really want to do that. space
I like the
reasons.
Jackery.
We like the idea that something like a power station could sit in the trailer,
Yeah,
and we could
I
run
like
like
that.
the little things like the fan, the sound machine, whatever off of that little power station. And then the
And
battery
we're plugged in.
could still power our interior light, and maybe the TV, if we wanted to run the TV, for a little while, the batteries could do all that. Plus the batteries power our automatic jack. So
All right, so Roy's saying that the 12-volt plug shut off automatically, but the USB or the 110 does not shut off.
that's good to know. I see that's not the way I couldn't find an exact answer. All I was getting was if not at least 10 volts runs through it, it shuts down. That's the only thing I could find. And I'm like, well, if it completely shuts down, that's stupid because most things you're going to run on USB probably aren't going to be 10 watts,
Yeah. So how much price-wise,
Yeah,
Nettie?
you can't plug. I don't know if Sherry's trying to tell you, but you can't plug stuff right to the battery. You have to have an inverter.
Right. So and that's where it runs into the money. So for Nettie, price comparison, the EcoFlow versus the Jackery. Price comparison.
This was
There's a Jackery 4605 that says it's $249. I don't know how big that is.
That's 4,605 reviews, Jerry.
A review. Thanks, Phil.
This is why I love you, Jerry.
I don't know. I don't read everything.
Actually, I don't
But-
know if that's the one I was looking at or not. I don't know. I was gonna wait and talk to Jesse again when he got home, but the longer I wait to do anything like that, the more likely we won't get it in time. And something
But
like
this
that would
one-
probably be delivered to the house, not the post office. That would be bad if we
Yeah.
were
That one
wrong.
there.
that's the one that
only
we got,
three-
and it has a $50 coupon on it.
Yeah, and it's got a $50 coupon, so it's only $300, really.
Is it bigger than the Jackery? Because it was more.
I don't know it. I don't know how many reviews it has, so I can't tell you what the 46.
I was trying to remember because I looked at it. It's
Roy said that's the one they have.
300. Is it 388 watt hours or something like that?
Yeah, have
It's,
Jerry click on it. I can't click on it because I'm losing internet. But I also sent it to you two.
288 watt hours is what that one is.
This one is 600. Is that what I'm reading? 600 watt.
Uh-huh.
It has 600 watt AC outlets. The actual battery, the power station is you pull
Right there,
out
288.
288 watt hours.
Oh, well.
So that's what I was looking at as I was looking through them. I was looking at the watt hours because,
Yeah.
So, Brand Sherry, is the EcoFlow what you have? Or the
Yeah, they ordered the same one that we have. We sent them the link,
Okay.
and they got the same one.
Roy, you have the Jackery 240. I think that's the one I'm looking at.
So, but the one that y'all got, the EcoFlow that y'all have, Nettie, is bigger than the 240, right?
I don't know as far as size, but it's too as far as
I'm talking
wattage.
about power wise.
Yeah.
Power wise, it's bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one is that one, Jerry?
That's the one we
Lily
have.
sent me. Yeah.
That's the EcoFlow. It's got 288 watt hours.
Yeah.
And run 10
Powers
devices.
up to 10 devices.
I didn't know that Jackery was Honda or Honda is Jackery. I didn't know that they're the same company, Did you know that? I had no idea that
Mhm.
Jackery and Honda are the same thing.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I found that out while I was looking up info on the Pacific Jackery last night. Or trying to find info. It's funny how everything's on the internet, but boy, when you really, really want to find something, sometimes it's really hard to find it. So,
And
That's why
see,
you got
on,
to go to
on that
YouTube.
on that EquiFlow, you can buy the solar panel with it as well, and that's what Jeanette did. That's what Sherry's saying. She got the extended battery and the solar panels with it.
Yeah, they had that down there where you could buy the whole package deal.
So how much was the whole package?
$658.98.
That's solar panels and everything, Felix.
And a low light.
yeah, Jesse don't want to spend that.
There's
don't
artists telling you.
Yes, I know that it's two different things, but I don't plan to run anything large on the power station, so I don't need 600 watts. I would need the watt hours. So it's the watt hours that I'm looking at, because some of them, even if they're 600 watt, the watt hours is only 300 and something on that one. So see, like the Blue Eddy, I was looking at one of the Blue Eddies. Can't remember how many it was. It was actually it was actually a pretty good deal, but
I don't know. There's a Rainer here, Felix. That I mean, it looks like it might be for what you're looking for. It's only like 132, but it's got 110, 3 USB ports. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, hang on here.
It's because they order the extended battery also,
Yeah.
and then the
That's
solar
that one
panel.
there.
yeah, because that extended battery gives you gives you more.
Yeah.
Gives you more.
Yeah.
Well, Roy's saying he thought you would be happy with the 240.
That's what I'm thinking. So I
And
don't think
Sherry's saying that
we need
Sherry
anything.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
Probably one panel would keep that charged up, wouldn't it? That and traveling. Like typically, Felix and Jesse don't stay at one place more than one night. They typically, right? Y'all usually are moving.
It varies. It depends.
But if you're moving a lot, or if you're unhooking and traveling, you could charge it on your truck.
Right.
And with the extended battery, Mal's saying you get 576 watt hours. We went ahead and ordered the extended battery too.
So Sherry broke it all down and ordered it to save money.
Yeah, that's how you get the coupons, because we ordered two and Mal ordered one and I ordered one, so we saved $100 because you can't order two yourself and get the coupon twice. So that's how we did it as well.
It's been a pretty cool, interesting conversation. We've talked about this before,
Let's have-
but not like this.
No, this is good.
Not
This is all
everyone
good.
was interested because we cut our audience in half. So I think a lot of people did not find this interesting at all.
Well, it only applies to certain people. There's probably going to be some days we talk about something else and we lose the other half. So, I mean, you can't, we don't want anybody to leave, but, not every topic's going to be for everybody. So,
Well, this is important stuff here. Getting ready to do what we're getting ready to do.
Right. We aren't doing this to entertain the chat today. We're doing this for our own benefit. So,
that's right.
and if they didn't like it, I guess, oh well,
Yeah,
Well,
what-
they probably weren't our viewers. They don't need solar and all that stuff, so it's all good.
Yeah.
No worries.
whatever. Don't care.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
we killed an
kinda-
hour and a half there real quick though. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Well, that's all good information. I appreciate all the information coming from everyone. I'll tell you that.
Good deal. Now
think it's-
Jerry will be on Amazon ordering stuff.
Well, I looked at that Jackery. I won't. It wouldn't get here until I leave after I'm gone.
Can you buy a Jackery at like? Is there any camping store you can actually go and buy it?
Well, he can buy it and have it shipped here.
Have it shipped? Oh yeah, Jerry, buy it and have it shipped to
Do
Ned.
you? No.
Yeah, you can have it shipped here
What you
because
do, Jerry?
that's what
I-
we're getting.
I gotta
our
see if
mail.
I get that. I gotta see if I get that stimulus check.
Jerry, I
We're
can
not
show.
going to know till Monday. Did you read all that? Basically, the majority of them aren't even going to go through until Monday. So, oh, Jerry, did you get your bank stuff straightened out?
Well, I called the bank and they said that they were getting overloaded with all this stuff. I guess several banks was
Yeah,
having that
U.S.
problem
Bank was
yesterday.
down almost all day yesterday. I couldn't get
Mine
in.
was till this
Finally
morning.
got in on my phone, but yeah, they did that last time that there was it's not like they didn't know this was coming and they couldn't have,
Yeah.
amped some things up a little bit, but whatever.
So, Jerry, after the show, pick up the phone and call your buddy Mel. He'll tell you what you need and how much money you're going to have. Have it shipped to Mel. And that way, when you get there, you'll have it.
Yeah.
What was I
Or
saying?
better yet, Jerry,
I gotta let the
call
stimulus
Lily,
check come
give
in.
her your debit card number.
Yeah, better
Lily
yet.
and Mel will order what you need, and it'll be sitting there like a Christmas present. Only you'll
Well,
have
yeah,
to-
we can order it and he'll PayPal us the money.
And
we
then
can
Nettie can wrap it up and put it under her little tree. And when you get there, it'll be like a kid opening up a new present.
Well, see that right there? That's what I had to pay for propane yesterday for the house.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. I was out of propane at the house.
that was nearly
Not
Not that
one
I'm
word
staying
for
in
you,
that.
Jerry.
Not that I'm staying in the house, but I feel like I still need to keep propane in it for the kids. You know.
Jerry,
Yeah.
that was nearly a day's worth of work for you.
Shoot, that's like 2 months.
That's like buying solar. You could have had
Yeah.
a whole rig full of solar.
You could have bought
Yeah,
the
I
biggest
know.
Jackery they had.
That's just for 500 gallons of propane or 700 gallons of propane.
Well, that's a lot of propane.
Well, they got two. You know, they got the house and then they got the shop. So I put 500 at the house and 200 at the shop. So
But you think about it, you got free rent. So,
no, I know that's why I say I gotta.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I paid all the utility bills for here, so that's all they're. And then they didn't even want me doing that, but I said I'll move if you guys don't let me pay something. So
Well, and two, though, if nobody's staying inside the house, you can keep the heat turned down.
I got it down to like 50 in there, so
Yeah.
that should last all winter. So it's
Yeah.
not that bad, but you just got to pay for it up front.
Yeah.
Not like your gas bill that you pay $26 a month.
We had
Yeah.
propane for a long time. In the house we just sold, we had natural gas, and I loved it. It was cheaper, and it was just a monthly bill. You know, whatever you used, you paid for. You know,
Well, I always
Yeah,
thought
we-
you had natural gas, Gary. You've always
Yeah,
said
Yeah,
our gas bill was always cheap because I produced more than I used. Just like solar.
Yeah.
Not you.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I produced more
Wait.
natural gas than I
Wait.
used.
How close is Jerry going to be parked to me? Because I don't know if I this gas thing. I don't know.
Hey, Felix, if the
We
thunder
could use
rolls,
just
you
a
know that's
hose.
Jerry.
Wait.
we could run a hose over there, and then it'd just be methane. You light every 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
So FYI, when we started talking about natural gas, our numbers went up.
Yeah,
well, so
everybody's
basically,
saying, "Okay, they're back on the good stuff. Get back over there."
you're saying that your followers have sick minds. That's what you're saying, Jerry.
Uh,
Everybody's like,
Oh,
"Whoa,
yeah.
they're talking about farts."
Okay, they're talking about parts. Get back over there.
oh,
man.
natural gas, baby. All right, guys,
Gary's going crazy.
it's been fun. Y'all be safe out there, Sherry and Artist on the Road and Nettie and Y'all
Guys,
be
be
safe
good.
out there and take care. Y'all do all the scientific research for Felix and Jerry so they'll know what they need.
I think
I'm
we
glad.
covered
See, I'm
that.
glad they've been out there for a few weeks because they'll be able to help out on what we need. See,
Jerry gets out
Yeah.
there, he'll be calling in sick. He'll be staying.
Ooh, I have a question. What are you doing with like food? Are you keeping food like in really nice airtight containers to like, not draw rats in, or are you just doing what you always do with food?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just has a lot of
That
holes
dawned
in
on me
the floor.
earlier. I was kind of thinking, I wonder if we should like do anything special.
But I keep my stuff in containers. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Felix, this may have been before your time, but Tupperware.
They still have Tupperware. That's still a thing. People still sell Tupperware.
I seen
I'm just
on,
thinking. I'm thinking between Felix and Eddie, I'm not going to bring a lot of food.
Jerry, you never
I'm
bring
gonna-
a lot of food.
I'm gonna
I
mooch doc.
have a lot of food. I have Jesse.
I'm gonna mooch doc.
I've got to bring a lot of food because I have Jesse coming with me. So
Yeah.
Jesse,
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry's going to make orange slices, right, Jerry?
Oh, I could make some orange slices. Yes. Yeah.
There you go. You won't be able to when you get out there because you won't have power. The microwave.
Well, I got
won't run off
generators
the
still.
battery.
I can make them during the
And
day.
Jesse's gonna have peanut butter and jelly, so
actually, I was more thinking like Spam. The rats won't eat that.
That's when
They'll
he
be like,
needs
we'll
spam.
skip this trailer because they've only got Spam. We'll go over here to
Right.
this one that's got real food.
All right,
All
guys.
right.
Y'all have a good one. We're
Alrighty.
going to get out of here. Love you guys. We'll be here in the
See y'all.
morning. See y'all.
Yeah.
Bye.